Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And we're going over a very important tip that pro players as well as other skilled public match players are currently using to destroy lobbies here in Modern Warfare. That tip is going to be called running the spawns. Now, we're going to be doing a live gameplay breakdown where I'm going to be explaining in detail how you guys can run the spawns, predict the spawns without the use of a UAV or when you guys are triple capped, and also how you guys can kind of rotate the map the most effective way possible to increase kills and also reduce the amount of deaths you guys are getting on average. I'm also going to be providing some callouts as well as some power positions where you guys need to be locking down on the map Grass and Raid. If you guys enjoy any of the live gameplay breakdowns, my best class setups, my best settings, or any of my tips and tricks that I have for you guys here in Modern Warfare, and want me to continue uploading this style of content to my channel, make sure you guys absolutely smash the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on those post notifications so you guys notified immediately when I upload a new video. This was the Ram 7 class that I was running in this gameplay. This is my Ram 7 class that's built around speed and mobility, which is very important if you guys are trying to run the spawns the most effective way possible. I have on the monolith suppressor, the commando foregrip, the 45 round magazine, rubberized grip tape, which allows me to actually have increased recoil control, as well as fully loaded, so I start off with maximum reserve ammo so I can constantly be popping dead silence and not have to worry about throwing down an ammo box, which could potentially get me killed on a nuke streak. Now, I highly recommend you guys going ahead and checking out this class that I've been also paying attention in this gameplay breakdown, because I'm going to be, like I said, providing you guys with the callouts and also power positions where you guys need to keep a mental note when you guys are playing on Grass and Raid. Also, let me know down in the comment section right now, what is one thing in Modern Warfare that you guys are struggling with right now that I could potentially make a video to help you guys improve? Like I said, hope you guys do enjoy, and with all that being said, let's jump right into the gameplay breakdown. Alright, so we're spawning in on Grass and Raid on the A side on a late join. Now, I actually take out this guy on Laundry Room. Now, this building that I'm in right now is Laundry. I'm going to be doing callouts for each of the power positions on this map so you guys can understand where enemies can be at, the callouts for the locations where enemies are at, and also how you can better predict the spawns and run the spawns properly here in Modern Warfare, especially if you guys are playing on Grass and Raid. Like I said, I'm going to be pausing it at each section of the map where it's a high traffic location so you guys understand exactly where enemies are at and what callouts you guys should be using in game if you guys are playing with some teammates or if people are mic'd up in your lobby. So whenever I'm in the Laundry Room area of Grass and Raid, I usually do not like to sit here. The only reason I was up here in this part of the gameplay is because we were currently being 3-capped and I was trying to figure out exactly where they're going to be spawning at. Now, since they immediately took the A flag, you guys can see the red dots are at the top kind of left corner of the mini map. Now, because they just capped the A flag and my teammates just cleared it out and they're spawning in on the northwest side of the map, you guys can see that on the compass, I know for a fact they're going to be spawning in on the trenches area as well as steel. Again, I'll be pausing the gameplay and showing you guys exactly what those locations are so you guys can have a better understanding of where enemies are at and how you guys can properly run the spawns. So right now, I'm actually kind of transitioning through the middle map to try to get back to trenches and the steel location. Now right here, I'm pushing through B, which realistically, I don't recommend you guys doing too often, but considering the fact that it was a late join game and they're pretty much 3-capping, I need to get to the best position of the map as quickly as possible. Now right now, this is trenches. Where you guys see these 3 guys where I'm at right now, this is the trenches location. This is a high traffic spawn. If your team is 3-capping, this is where the enemies are going to be showing up at, around the trenches area as well as steel, which is going to be immediately to the left hand side of the map. Also, if you guys are being triple capped and you guys are playing on Grass and Raid, this is where you guys are going to be spawning at, and this is a terrible zone. This is a danger zone. I do not recommend you guys actually running around by trenches location unless you guys are an above average to a skilled player and you guys know how to get out of sticky situations as quickly as possible, which I'm going to go into in detail on how to do that later on in this video. So you guys can see here, I take out him and I'm going to be trying to take out this other guy here. I take out 2 people in trenches, and immediately I know that they're still going to be spawning in on the steel area of the map. Now, the location right where I'm looking at, that's going to be steel. I'm going to pause it in a quick second to let you guys know. right here, this kind of location where I'm right now, I like to call this broken. Now, broken is a fantastic area of this map to actually lock down when they are running out of steel. The enemy that I'm shooting at right now is leaving the steel building. This is, like I said, a high traffic spawn location, and if you guys are trying to pick them off when they are spawning in on the C flag and they're spawning in steel, trying to rotate through trenches to get the backside of A, this is the location to be at to lock them down. Instead of going ahead and camping by the trenches location, sit in broken. This is way better because there's more cover, and honestly, they can't even see you if you guys are far back in this corner like I am right now. So I take out this guy right here. Again, I peek in, I take this player out here, and I wanted to see if there's another player that was kind of pushing through mid. Now again, this is a high traffic location. You guys see that they're spawning in on back steel. I'm about to try to get myself embedded in their spawn so I can get as many kills as possible, as quickly as possible, and get streaks up as fast as possible. If I take out this guy right here, he's actually coming through top broken. That area where he just ran out is top broken. And right now, I made a mistake. There was no way, absolutely no way I could have predicted this player was leaning on barn. Now, I don't know why this guy was here. Shidikas, kind of a funny name for the player like that, but he was leaning on barn. Sometimes things like that happen, unfortunately, and you cannot predict it. But like I said, that is a high traffic location that you guys need to make sure you guys are locking down and keeping aware of. Now that they're back at the A spawn, I'm rotating back through the laundry room because this is where they're going to be spawning at, and I end up taking out 2 AFK players right here. AFK players are what you guys actually, believe it or not, want in your lobby. AFK players are going to be anchoring the spawns for the enemy team, so they're going to be spawning in more of a wave location. You guys see, as soon as we kind of rush through the A spawn, my teammates clear it out, they spawn immediately back at the steel building. It's very easy to kind of predict the spawns on grass and raid, especially if your teammates are aggressive, and you can use this to your advantage. Now, right now, I'm actually pushing through playgrounds. Now, the area I'm right now, this is the playgrounds area. This is another high traffic location where I do not recommend you guys staying at unless you guys are trying to push to a different side of the map. So if you guys are, shooting people that are in this area, or your teammates in game chat, or your teammates that you're playing with are calling out, hey, they're in playgrounds, this is the area that they're at, and this is how you guys get to apartment building, which you're going to see me go into right now. Always enter apartment through the building, jumping through this dumpster. Where I am right now is apartments, and right here, I made a mistake. I get taken out. I heard 2 players, but I, for some reason, didn't really expect him to be that far up. I actually thought he was down the stairs. I was hoping to get a quick kill and then quickly turn on him, but he had a Desert Eagle, and I got one-shotted immediately. Now, what I'm doing right now, again, is pushing through playgrounds, trying to get into their C building, which is going to be directly to the left of me, so I can go ahead and just work their spawn, get behind them, and start taking them out. So right now I'm pushing through kind of, I like to call this the mid street, taking people out as they're coming through top broken and also coming through steel. And right now I'm trying to get back to the B building. Now, realistically, I don't recommend you guys going ahead and doing this, but my teammate actually got an advanced UAV, which comes in clutch. So right now you guys can see that some teammates are actually pushing, they're pushing out from the steel building, and they're kind of influencing the spawns on kind of trenches area, which you guys are seeing right now. They're popping up with the advanced UAV. When you have an advanced UAV, you can kind of get risky, but at the same time, you want to make sure you guys are still putting yourselves in the best possible locations. Right here, they're spawning in steel. I'm pushing through steel directly. Right where I looked at right now is steel, and because we have the advanced UAV, I can work the spawns. But unfortunately, I have a lot of teammates that are spawning and kind of pushing and influencing the spawns in apartments, and the spawns immediately flip back to the A spawn. So right here, I'm just trying to go ahead and pick up this care package because I'm like, okay, this could be something good, because a lot of teammates, and also enemies are trying to get it. So okay, go ahead and pick this up. It's a cruise missile. Now, the cruise missile can be really helpful if you guys are trying to figure out exactly where enemies are going to be at. So I see that there's a lot of them at C, I see there's a lot of them at B, and also a lot of them at A spawn. So what I'm thinking to myself right now is, okay, I'm actually going to run through trenches and try to get back to the A spawn as quickly as possible. This is the only time where I recommend you guys actually running through trenches, when you absolutely know that there's actually nobody in the area. I'm also using my Ram 7 speed class setup, which is why I'm able to get around the map so quickly, and I was very confident that I could push through trenches without getting picked off and actually, you know, in a bad position. So right here, I go ahead and I completely just destroy these two campers sitting up in what I like to call the A building. This building is very high traffic. A lot of players like to camp up here, unfortunately, and you guys have got to lock it down. So I get my VTOL jet. Whenever the spawns are where they are right now, I always like to drop my VTOL jet in on B, just directly, you know, in the middle of B. Now, right where I'm right now is tires. Now, this is another power position. You can call this A building or tires. Usually, the announcer announces it as tires, but realistically, I like to call it the A building because that's exactly where, you know, it is. And a majority of people understand, you know, he's an A building camping or A building window camping. That's where people, you know, can understand it at. But the official call out is tires. But like I said, I like to call it the A building. Another position on the map where you guys should definitely go ahead and lock down. Now, again, I'm actually pushing kind of through the trenches area to try to get to what I like to call broken again, to kind of figure out exactly where they are spawning in at. I have my chopper gunner, so I pretty much know that we're going to be getting map control. I see that we're starting to take C again. They're starting to take C again, and we're about to be 3-capped, and they're also spawning in at A, and they're going to be back where the laundry room area is. So right now I'm pushing through tires. I'm getting back into the top A building. I'm trying to figure out exactly the best position to cut the enemies off. Cutting enemies off is what you guys want to be doing at all times in this game. So I popped my advanced UAV, and right now you guys can see here they are all spawning. Literally their entire team is spawning in on tires, and or not tires, excuse me, they're spawning in on laundry room, and that's exactly what you guys want to happen when you guys are playing Graston Raid, when you have an advanced UAV up. And I got my dead sounds pop, so I'm gonna be running the spawns and just completely destroying people. Right here, there's two guys. I don't know what they were doing. Like, people like that, you literally cannot play for it. There's so many weirdos that play this map. You kind of have to just, you have to be ready for everything, because people just play weird. They play incredibly weird on this map. So again, I'm pushing through here. I'm trying to shoot this guy through the kind of like the wooded area of the laundry room area, so I take him out there, and then I'm trying to push through middle map again. Right here I'm kind of getting antsy because I'm like, okay, I could potentially get this tactical nuke. I'm on 18 kills, and they're all spawning in on the B building. So right here again, I'm pushing through, take out this player here, and I'm able to take out another player in B. The only reason why I'm being aggressive right now like I am is because I have an advanced UAV and I have an idea of where they're going to be spawning in at. So right now I'm actually doing kind of a wrap by the trenches again, and I'm actually going top Grasna. Now the reason I was going top Grasna is because I was close to my nuke and we're constantly 3-capping. When you guys are top Grasna, which is the location I am right now, you can kind of overlook the entire map. So that's exactly why I was up here, because I was able to pick off as many people that are spawning in and coming maybe through the laundry room area. I'm able to pick off enemies that are coming through the trenches area, and I'm also able to pick off enemies that are coming through the apartments area, and also enemies that are coming through the mid area of the map coming from the C spawn. So that's exactly why I went ahead and kind of put myself at top Grasna. Now right now I'm just running around the map just trying to figure out where they are at. I take out this player at A. I'm on a 23, and I notice that there's another guy that's by tires. So right now I know he's at tires, but at the end of the day I'm not gonna rush him because that's a lot of time wasted, and I do not have an idea, a clear idea of where he's at. That is something you guys need to keep in mind and be aware of at all times. Now right there, I'm gonna rewind that. I didn't even really notice this was an enemy. I thought this was a teammate because his name tag really didn't show up very clear for me, so that's kind of delayed, but I was able to kind of save my teammate right there and, you know, add an additional kill to my tactical nuke streak. So right here, again, I know they're spawning in on the A spawn. I'm rotating back because my teammates just cleared out C, and this guy just jumps from, you know, the A building, which is also tires, and I'm able to take him out. And I know they're still spawning in by the laundry room area, so I'm gonna be trying to rotate back over there. I'm at B right now. This is an area, like I said, where I don't recommend you guys being at all times, but considering the fact that, you know, time is running out, I'm close to my nuke, I kind of want to rush it, so I'm going to be pushing up. Though right now, I'm pushing through the top A building, take this guy out again. Very helpful to have on EOD. EOD literally saved my life so many times through this gameplay. Again, I'm able to take out another guy that's rotating through tires. Some of these players, they're not aware. People love to camp on this map, so you'll be able to take out a lot of people that are just not really paying attention and, you know, running, you know, away when they really should be thinking about where they're at. Right here, again, EOD comes in clutch. I'm able to take him out, take out another player, and I was able to get my clutch tactical nuke as they were spawning in by the laundry room area. And right there, I'm like, all right, I'm calling in my nuke. That's kind of how you guys can predict the spawns, how you guys can run the spawns, how you guys can run back and forth, left and right. It's not spawn trapping, because they're not being spawn trapped at all. They're spawning in everywhere, and you know, you have to kind of have an idea. You kind of have to have a sense of map awareness of where enemies are at all times to kind of have an idea of where people are going to be spawning in at. Now, again, this is kind of an older gameplay, level 143, but all the tips still work out. I was able to go get 60 kills. We destroyed the lobby, and you know, able to get a tactical nuke. Hope you guys do enjoy the gameplay. If you guys did, make sure you guys absolutely smash the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on those post notifications so you guys stay up to date with all my new videos, especially videos where I'm going over any best class setups, any tips and tricks, map breakdowns, you know, map awareness guides, or any, you know, best settings that I have for you guys here in Modern Warfare. With all that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces. If you made it this far into the video, odds are you enjoy the content or you are a very loyal subscriber, and I cannot thank you guys enough for your everlasting support. If you guys are unaware, every single night at 11:45 p.m. Central Time, and also every single morning at 11:15 a.m. Central Time, I am live streaming over on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm playing Modern Warfare with viewers, subscribers, anybody who wants to go ahead, interact with me, or run a couple games of Modern Warfare. You can go ahead and find my Twitch channel by searching in twitch.tv/earsxbl in the Google search bar, or going on Twitch and typing in earsxbl. My channel is going to be the first thing that pops up. Make sure you guys go ahead and drop me a follow. We are on the road to 8,000 followers, as well as if you guys have Twitch Prime and want to hook your boy up, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you guys do actually subscribe to the channel with Twitch Prime, or actually use a tier 1 sub, make sure you guys let me know over on Twitter. My link is going to be down in the description below. Tweet me a picture and I'll make sure to follow you guys back and give you guys a personalized thank you. Appreciate all the support you guys have been showing on the videos. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I hope to see as many of you guys over on the Twitch streams as possible. With all that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.